What's happening, people? Back at it again with another video, and today we are doing a revenge run back on 3-point perspective. So right now it's pretty late while I'm recording, so that's the reason why I'm speaking kind of low. But yeah, so we're just gonna get started. So it's still gonna be a simple, shouldn't be like a super long video, but just kind of wanted to do another video on this since I remember the last one wasn't the hottest. And where am I choosing that third point? So for this video, I only wanted to do a top-down view. Maybe we'll do another video when we practice the other way around. But so far, I wanted to do it this way. So, and honestly, it's really more technical than, actual skill. I mean, you still have to understand how perspective works, but in my personal opinion, it's a lot more technical than it is. Oh, do you have the skill? Can you do this? Can you? What's up? Like, it's not really anything super crazy. But I do hope you guys have been well. I know it's been quite a while since I posted like an actual video like this, but yeah, I've still been keeping up, still been practicing. Mainly I'm on pen now, so as you see sometimes some of my posts, I try to stick more with pen now because I like how it makes me think before I start just drawing stuff down. Like especially like now, like with pencil, even now and again, I'll just kind of draw whatever. But with pen, it's kind of like, okay, this is permanent. I gotta think about every choice while I'm like writing or drawing it down. So I don't know, I like it, so I'll stick with it. And then obviously, when I get that drawing tablet, I might mainly be posting with that. So the one thing I do fear out of that, and I could be wrong, is if I am, somebody please correct me. But my major fear is that my skill level, like not saying I have like real skill at the moment, but whatever skill level I'm at like currently will be will deteriorate. I can't speak right now, I'm so tired. But due to how the process of digital artwork is, because at least how I see it, I see a lot of people like changing the sizes, reversing it, that sort of stuff. So I don't know, like again, I'm just kind of thinking about it. I'm not really, it's just kind of like a stupid guess, educated guess I'm making, but I'm more nervous that my skill level will not really improve and I rely too much on the tools to the point to where if I go back on paper and I try to draw, it's not gonna come out right. It's not gonna come like that's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear. Now this is the part of when it starts getting a little bit wonky for me. Just a bit. Sometimes you just gotta finish it through before you start talking about it. Sometimes you gotta see the vision through. Man, this point is throwing me off. There you go. Right. Now this is the part where it starts throwing me off a little bit, because now I'm like, okay, so let's do it at this point right here. Not a big fan of that. And you know what? That's probably a problem on me. I probably should have made these dots a lot smaller, just to be a little bit more precise. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, maybe I was on a point. Interesting. Boom. So right here will pretty much be our building. Darken these lines up a bit. And then this will clearly be the bottom part of it. I'm not too focused on this though. Not really. And now here's the part where I'm actually kind of thrown off at, right? This is probably the easiest part, right? This is the bread and butter right here. If I get to this part, I'm set. It's when I want to start adding different objects to it that starts throwing me off a little bit. So for example, I'm gonna try to draw a vent and we're gonna see how that goes. So let's say a point right here. No, let's do it right here. So obviously when it's going the down direction, it still has to follow that third perspective point. Okay. And then draw going this way. Bow. And draw going that way. And apologies if I'm speaking kind of low. That's just because it's late at night. Next time though, we try to be better. And then same thing for this. Or you know what? First off, before I fully commit to that, I've got to shrink this down a bit. Okay, there we go. The same thing for this one. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. Well, the art will probably correct me. I'll probably get corrected by the art anyway. Looking at it and be like, oh, it's kind of like right now it looks kind of crazy to me. I'm actually trying to figure out what I did wrong. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Because I think the problem was I drew too long and I shouldn't have. Definitely shouldn't have. And the funny thing about this, to me, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look right in perspective. Maybe that's just me tripping. I don't know. Something's throwing me off though. Anyway, let's try to draw maybe like a little indent to it. So let's say one of them I want to do this side. Oh, my fault. No, that's wrong. No bueno. No bueno. Also, I saw that Fantastic Four movie. It was all right. It wasn't the best. I still think, me personally, I haven't enjoyed a Marvel movie since Guardians 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. My fault. But that's just, again, my personal opinion. Cool. That works out. And then let's do another point right here. Boom. And also, I have been trying to work on like kind of forming the like, let's say like I have like a cube, for example. I don't even know, I might not even be able to do it here, but I'm actually like just practicing this now. So just for example, but like a cube, and then you kind of like cut into it a bit. So for example, like this. And then let's say this part was I'm sorry, I even did that wrong too. But kind of like this a little bit. Kind of like cut in, or I can't even explain it. I mean, I can't show y'all, but pretty much I'm trying to draw the indent, the inside of like 3D shapes. I'm still practicing on it, so like for example, I think the biggest things I'm trying to do now, like drawing shapes aren't so bad, and I have been drawing circles and eclipse up my tail. Like if I show you this book with the like what I've been using for pen, not half of the pages, but like a good chunk of it's just circles and eclipse. So those been improving. I still been using the boxes. I still been trying to be a little bit technical with that. Or like kind of constructing it, right? Doing construction on it. But yeah, right now I'm trying to focus on trying to get different forms and shapes and bends. Those are probably like the biggest things I'm working on at the moment. So let's say we want to end it here, and then the way how it's gonna point to show that it's indented is this way. At least I think I saw a YouTube video on this maybe like a day or two ago. Like that. Boom. Something as simple as that, and boom, there you go. Oh, maybe I did mess up a bit. Yeah, I probably did. I most likely did. Shoot. Let's see here. take it. I look a little bit off, but and of course erase this line. I want to say, actually, maybe I should have kept it. No, yeah, this is probably the better move. And you know what? One last thing I want to try. One very last thing I want to try. So let's start off here. One last thing. I just want to try it. Just this is a test run. This ain't even me trying to showcase anything. I want to see I have a thought. Stupid, but it is a thought. Yeah, okay, bet we'll make that a line. We'll make that a line. That works out still. There you go. Boom. Kind of almost want to, but I kind of don't want to. I think I might have messed this up. I might have messed this up. Shame. I should have had the line drawn up. No, that still works actually. It still works. I believe. I could be wrong still. Could be wrong. And you know what? One thing I will say about the Fantastic Four movie. You know, some people were upset about Silver Surfer being a female, but I'm honestly like, yo, it was a naked silver chick. Like, I don't know. Like, sure, I wasn't complaining. Oh man, come on. Boom. Boom. There we go. And then I'm gonna make this pretty short though. That should be cool. And then on fire. Just want to test that. All right, cool. That works. And then finish it off. Okay, no, that works. Bet. And it's really just technical. A lot of technique going on here. And I really just want to test this just to see if this works out right. It might not. It might not. So I kind of wanted to do a slant this way. Ah, it's not enough room. Wouldn't be able to. Never mind. What I was gonna do, scratch that. What I was gonna do, I was gonna try to make a satellite. So I was trying to make a cube for it, right? I don't think I made it big enough. I probably still could, but I don't think it was. I was trying to make a cube, maybe like a thinner one. Maybe I'll try to make this bigger to better showcase it, right? Let's just say it's going this way. But what I wanted to do was cut it in half, right? In here, probably gotta draw that bottom part too, just for the example. But do that, and then have this too also lead down, kind of like that. You know that's wrong. It's wrong, but you'll see what I mean. And then obviously, look, the moment I talk about, look, I'm about to be on Fraud Watch again. Oh man, I'm on Fraud Watch. No, please. I'm on Fraud Watch, but pretty much I was trying to make a satellite, pretty much, and trying to work my way around that. I'm gonna figure it out. If I do, I'll tell y'all. Or maybe I just gotta draw basic clips and call it a day. But yeah, probably could make up this building a little bit, but I wanted to keep the video short for today. So I would say this came out a lot better than I thought it was. I might even work on it a little bit more just to make it look like a proper building. And like I said, once I can start recording on my PC, we'll have actual editing. So yeah, but that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of do for the day. So yeah, next video will be about forms and trying to break that down for different objects. So that should be interesting. Hopefully I can get pictures set up on the video so you have you can see what reference I'm using. But yeah, kind of just want to work on something like this today. Just doing another run back on this. Again, I might do another video where we work on the other perspective, because I just remember last time I was struggling hard with this. I just remember this was going nowhere. So at least I somewhat seem, hopefully, like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you all sometime later.